Hello everyone, I'm ep05.
And I'm Sandman99.
And welcome back to Mule, but this time we're playing the open source remake that was done for MS-DOS in like 1999 and 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, we're playing version 0.61, 0.61b I think. And this was made by two guys out of Finland from a Finnish university, I think. One guy's name was Toni Räsänen, and the other one was Jan Olkinen. I think Toni did the programming, and Jan did the music and the graphics. So, yeah. This one works a little bit differently than the typical Mule. There's more than one game mode. There's a classic map size, which is like the standard Mule map size, and then there's a large one, and that's the one I was actually going to do today, because it's different, right?
What's oops?
Oh, that's just to go back to the previous menu.
Oh.
And I guess I should actually show that off too, because some of you who, if you guys do get a hold of this, maybe I'll put a link in the description, because it is open source, anybody could grab it, is you want to set your sound settings up kind of like this, because if you don't, then the sound tends to bug out. And the sound might bug out even just going in and out of the sound configuration, so... But no, we're good that time. And if the sound does bug out, you'll either get total silence or a repeating instrument over and over. And then the only way to get around that is to just turn all the volume down to mute. But as long as the sound is working, then it works great. So we'll see. We'll see if the sound continues to work. I'm just going to play a one-player game on a large map. I'll play it 24 months, because you can do 12 months, 18 months, or 24 months. And actually in 0.51a, which is the other release of this game that I have from like my Windows 95 computer from back in 1999, and I don't think you could even find that file on the internet anymore, but I still have it, damn it. You could actually bug this out by going oops, and then going back and selecting 24 months and going oops, and then you can almost extend the game time indefinitely to like 36 months or more.
Oh.
So...
What would you do once all the land's
You literally just sit there and collect resources.
Yeah, so there's really not much point.
No, there's really not much point. And I think even the 24-month game might be a little long, but I'm going to try it anyways, because I don't know how much time you actually need for the large map, because it is considerably larger than the standard map.
Well,
right?
if it's double the size, then I guess...
Double the time, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe the 18-month game would be fine, I don't know. Or maybe the 18-month game would be fine for a classic map, I really don't know. So, we're going to play the 24-month game. And, you know, you got to choose your fire key and everything else. This game is mostly keyboard driven. I think you can configure a joystick for it if you knew how to set up a joystick under DOS. I didn't bother. I just know the keyboard keys because it's what I've always used. We're going to be red. We're going to be mechanoid.
What's that other thing on the left? Looks like an amoeba.
There's all kinds of different races. There's a lot of differences in this game compared to the C64 or the Atari version. Pricing works differently. A lot of things work differently in general. Pricing works differently. Resource collection works slightly differently. There's a lot more random events, and there's a lot more variation, like new random events that didn't exist in the previous game. But we're just going food. Looks like the price of mules started off a little bit lower. There's more randomization in the price of mules and things too. And then also some of the things that worked a certain way, like you can mine in a river plot in this one for no reason.
Yeah. Looks like there's like a lot of river plots too.
Yeah, well this is the thing too, on the large map, so on the classic map this doesn't work, but on the large map, you can actually make a living off of just food and energy if you wanted to. I'll get a sample there. Very high crystite in
high
there.
crystite. Wow, look
We'll
at
get
that.
a sample from the bar too.
I don't do
Yeah.
I don't do jogging. It makes my beer all foamy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's a very high crystite that I just found right off the bat.
Right next to the town.
But there is a con though, because you can actually get a special event that moves all crystite to new locations too.
Yeah.
So you can't just set up your crystite all game long and then be like, yeah, I'm good. See that? So all that assaying is for nothing, because all the crystite just moved to...
All the crystite will have moved now, right?
Yep, to new locations.
Well, it'd be like trying to hit a moving target all the time. Does that happen a lot?
It's completely random, I think. It's completely random. So you might get it only like once a game, you might get it like 6 times a game. I think it's mostly the frequency of it was reduced simply due to the number of random events.
Oh.
Food consumption works a little bit differently in this one too. And prices all start off differently too. Like I think the prices for everything are somewhat more inflated. And also the prices go up and down a lot more. They start you off with 3 energy instead of the 2, so that you don't have an immediate energy shortage the moment you develop your first property.
It looks like the sound effects are more in the background too, right?
Yeah. Well, you can actually, if I bring up the escape menu, you can actually configure the volumes. And I tried to configure them so that they'd show up decently in the recording. If you think the sound effects are a little bit quiet, we can boost them up a bit. Oh. And then, of course, the menu there is a little bit quirky, too. Because this game never actually made it out of alpha. But yeah, I guess I'll start, you know what?
Well, I would imagine that they probably would have had to have gotten licensing from EA and that kind of thing too, right? If they were...
There's another random event. You can get a change in your claim. They would have had to if they were going to sell it. Because it was open source, I think it was fine. They might have had intention to sell this at one point, because they even had this set up as like a corporate name for like Imagination, or Imagination Software or something like that. I can't remember. It says it on the title screen.
Yeah.
But I don't think they ever quite got that far. Do some more assaying. Is this still a good plot now? No.
Nope, there's no crystite there now. Wow.
We'll assay this.
Yeah.
Low crystite. You can actually lose money by gambling,
Yeah,
too.
I see that.
So, that's another difference. And sometimes you win absolutely nothing by gambling, too. Oh, that guy got an extra plot. Lucky him.
Yeah.
There's a high crystite down there. Yeah, and very high crystites are actually naturally occurring without a meteor strike.
Oh, okay.
So that's something else to keep in mind. I don't know if crystite is clumped in the same structure that it is clumped in on the C64 as well. Because you have to keep in mind, too, that when they were developing this, they didn't have access to the C64 source code or anything. They were just kind of trying to get approximate behavior based on how things looked. So they developed a version of Mule, but it is a different game. Like, it plays differently than the original.
Yeah. Oh, you had me that back scratcher over there.
Itchy back?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what the rules are for holding on to food and holding on to energy and that kind of thing. The AI is still Smith ore dependent, like they still love Smith ore. I actually forgot where that high crystite was again.
It's right next to the green thing in the bottom right corner.
Oh yeah, it looks like everybody's gonna go for it. You know what, maybe I'll grab that. Grab a Smith ore and start producing something else, because people are going to try to go for that, and somebody's going to lose out on a plot. Yeah, somebody lost out on a plot, see?
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they go straight for the crystite.
Oh, you actually have to pay, right?
Yeah, he actually had to pay. That's a variation on the event. So sometimes you can get a little bit, sometimes you can actually have to pay the lawyers. Ooh, that's a bad one. That guy had 2 mining mules.
Mm-hmm. Microsoft.
God.
Yep. People were making fun of Microsoft even 25 years ago.
Oh, look at that. I won a beauty contest for my mule. But anyways, I decided not to go into that crystite thing there because I didn't think that I could actually make it.
Yeah, well,
with everybody gunning for it.
It would have sucked to, you know, have lost the opportunity to get a plot of land, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. No crystite there.
No crystite there.
No crystite there.
No.
No crystite there. I'm just trying to, like, get some very close to town. No crystite there.
There's no crystite close to town.
This is a bad one. This one can kill, like, entire maps full of mules.
Wow.
Yeah. So I now I've got lots of busy work next turn, and I guess it's a good thing I held on to my food.
Yeah.
My production will be crap without that energy mule, though. I don't have to sell. Here's another thing, too. When they're selling, the time doesn't pause.
Yeah.
Time slows if you're moving, so if you want to preserve as much time as possible while you're selling, you keep moving.
Well.
Well, look at that. Because I had held on to my food from last time.
Yeah, you're the only one that has any now at all.
But they won't buy food. They won't buy food almost ever.
Really?
Right, unless their food shortage is absolutely ridiculously severe, they won't buy food. But anyways, the toxic waste mule thing can be like a total game changer. It's a really bad one. And it's a common one, too. It happens all the time.
Wow.
Real big pain in the ass. Oh, shit. I wanted that, mountain space. I was a little quick there. Well, that's okay. We're gonna get a food shortage. Oh, look, we got extra food and extra energy. That's nice.
Yeah, I don't think you had a food shortage anyway.
Yeah. No, I've just got all this accumulated food now. I wonder if that has crystite in it. I might not be able to put a mule on it if I do this.
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be close. No, I don't think so.
Nope, nothing.
And it was all for nothing.
Oh well. Oh, and there's no land sale option in this one either.
Oh, there's no land auctions?
Well, there's land auctions, but you can't sell plots of land that you have. Oh, look, there goes my income.
I didn't know
and their income.
I didn't know that you could sell plots of land.
Yeah, using the land thing. So there's the assay thing, and then there's the land thing.
Oh.
I don't think anybody ever really sold land, but yeah, technically, yes.
Oh, I had no idea.
That's okay. All the smith ore got eaten, but the smith ore market is through the floor. I might even just try grabbing river plots and just mass producing food. With the way this is going. Things are not going well for us right now. Although things aren't going well for them either.
No.
He's gonna buy some energy. I'm gonna hold on to mine. Now there's an energy shortage. Nobody's making any crystite. Because all the crystite moved new locations, if you remember.
Yeah.
Okay, well I got a food plot. I'm actually gonna try to do double energy this turn. Oh, they're gonna try to get their crystite again. It must have, land grant must have, expired.
They lost that plot, right?
Yeah, they lost their plot. Also, the order along the top row there of the various resources is different.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's sorted according to cost, or if it's just like arbitrarily different. Could just be arbitrarily different. Can I do 3? Maybe. Got the 3. Oop. Can't get to the bar though. But I got 3, so I have no vacant plots now.
Yeah.
And we'll be making a killing on food and energy, I guess.
Ugh.
Oh, he just went and gambled. He didn't have any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the time shortage factor in this one is much worse than it is in the C64 version. Oh, no more ore again. Nobody's getting any ore. So they're not going to make any money, and we're going to make a killing on food and energy. So nobody's making any, but this can actually result in some situations where there are 0 mules in the shop.
Yep. Yeah, even in the old standard game, that could happen under the right circumstances.
Well, I gotta sell 1. They'll move up 2 and they'll try to catch you.
Yep.
So, if I was a little bit more astute there, I could have pulled back and forced him to follow me up. But I wasn't. Well, we've got some energy. 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Wow, he wants it bad.
Well, I'll just take all his money. I wasn't even watching how much he actually had, so I just bankrupted him, selling him 1. And now I still have 2 extra. I guess it is what it is. Yeah, because you can't produce anything if you don't have energy, right? Okay, I wanted that. That's the one I wanted the last time, too, actually.
Oh, why?
Because I'm going to try to get into the smith ore business.
Oh.
What's the lowest price I can buy that for? 238? Wouldn't actually let me start at 237, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Now we can get into the smith ore business. See, this one, I guess, it can really change what kinds of things you go into because of how all of the random events and everything work.
Yeah.
So we're actually playing like a much more distorted game right now than we would have been in the C64 version. And I went to and I lost by gambling anyways. There's a very high crystite.
Yep.
And our mining production is all shit. Our food production was really lackluster this time, but our energy production was good. I sometimes wonder if the quakes and stuff actually impact other production centers.
Maybe.
Well, everybody's broke now.
Yep.
It's like the least prosperous colony ever.
Yep, you're going to be poverty-stricken and starving.
Yeah, well, I didn't get very good production on either of my food plots there, even though I have 2 of them. So I'll probably try to grab another food plot next time. Even though there's a crystite there, I'll just ignore it. Got lots of energy. Yeah, there you go. Come on, buddy.
Oh, you have to actually wake him up?
Sometimes. Sometimes they come up of their own accord. There, I'll sell him 2 and bankrupt him again. We'll use him to fund ourselves.
Yeah.
Man, look at Cyan there. He's just totally getting wrecked. Yeah, I'll grab another river plot, because everybody's going to be going for that crystite. But if none of them can produce anything, and I have all the food and energy...
Huh. Yeah, see?
Ah! Now I don't have energy. That's rough. Well... yeah, the land claim expired thing happens a lot more often than this one, too.
Oh, yeah.
At least I had something on there at one point and managed to produce a little bit of energy with it. He sold his C64 game named Mule. And got 100 credits. And then a wealth tax. Come on, food plots, produce some more.
It looks like some of the river plots produce more food than others.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure why. Some of them are just, they vary slightly. Right, some of them are 3, some of them are 4, but we're getting really crap production on our food. So we actually need all 3 of those food plots just to sustain ourselves. Good price on smith ore, though. And the thing about this, too, is it's not whoever's the loser who buys first, it's whoever's player 1 now.
Oh.
Why? Why the difference? I have no idea. Yeah, these guys never buy food. They never buy food, ever. No matter what you do, you can't coax them into buying food.
Isn't that strange, eh?
They just deal with the time shortage, like they're so efficient.
Are you gonna keep that guy so broke that he can't afford anything anyway?
Ideally, yes. I'm just going to keep doing this. Alright, energy is king, right? Now we've got a crystite producer now, though. So that's going to be a bit of a problem for us to deal with. We'll try to make some more smith ore here, though. And then we'll probably assay the left-hand side of the map and see if there's crystite over there. Again. Oh, look. So even though we lost a plot of land last time, which was painful... Go to the assay. We'll go real far down this way. Out there. Low crystite. Okay, well, good to know. Actually, I don't want to assay anymore, so we'll just give these guys a beer. No crystite. There's only like that one area of the map that has crystite in it. And then I guess the bottom left corner, it seems.
Yeah.
Well, now everybody's gonna be starving.
Ah, wow.
But the price of smith ore is doing good. So I think yellow there has a couple of extra plots of land. And so that's why he's beating us in score, even though we have more money than him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the plots of land have a monetary value too, right?
Yeah, and the big thing is we probably would be winning, but we lost that plot of land, if you remember.
Yeah. Well, basically nobody's going to be able to do anything this turn because nobody's going to have any food.
Pretty much. Oh, this guy's gonna sell his crystite, though.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to throw an energy on that for now.
I don't think you're going to have time to do anything.
Ah, and that gets rid of your mule, too.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have time to do anything. Our food shortage is too bad. We've had, like, 3 bad events that happened to us so far.
Yep.
Well, okay. He ran out of time. That's what happens when you have this severe of a food shortage. But because they have less food requirements, because they have less plots of land, their food shortage is not as bad as ours is. Oh, and then mining production halved. See, I'd like to get into that crystite down there, but the problem is it's very risky. Because it's the last plot in the order.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to select it because I might not get a plot. See, our turquoise friend there has just been holding on to all of his smith ore like crazy, right?
Yeah. Must be hoping for a better price or what?
Or something. So we're -4 on food.
I can't believe that you didn't produce more.
Well, as long as I have, enough food to do something next turn. Yeah, we're -2 on energy now, too. Because of that stupid plot that we lost.
Oh, that guy beat you to it.
That's okay, we can actually take it over. Because player 1 always buys first.
Oh.
Even if we go up late or go down and then go back up again.
Oh, well that's handy.
It like checks every single time. Do I? Oh, did I just like accidentally move myself up there? I must have.
Yeah, you don't have any crystite to sell anyway.
I was like, what? I don't have crystite.
I'll sell 0 crystite for $156 a unit. I see you managed to get it because you watched and waited, eh?
Yeah, well, I was watching what they would take.
Yeah.
Because one of these needs to be an energy plot, and then one of these will be a crystite plot.
Well...
if I can make this guy buy it for a shitload. I'll buy it for 800. Because we need the land. With all the bad things that happen to us all the time? Yeah, he took over my fucking energy there. Frick. So we'll develop our energy on that 1 crystite. That's a 1 crystite.
Yeah. Well, it looks like that's all you're going to have time to do this time.
Well, yeah, we really have, because we've lost, like, all of our energy plots, right? We had our one that was up there that was beside my 4 smith ore, and it expired, if you remember.
Yep. Yeah, every time you put an energy dish out there, something bad happens.
And so that's probably why our food production is crap, because our energy production is crap.
Yep.
We're just totally starved for energy. Well, at least my production is starting to come in line now.
Yep. Yeah, well, you weren't quite as short on energy this time around.
Oh, but everybody's going to be starving again. We've gotten that one like 4 times now.
You know what? Something bad happens almost every single turn, right?
Mm-hmm. See, I'm going to sell my smith ore every turn because the ore snatchers might come and eat everybody's smith ore, right?
Yeah. Well, at that price, I don't know whether that's a standard price or whether that's better than usual or what. I have no idea what the benchmark price for it is this time.
Everyone's totally starved. Do we have enough energy to produce? We have a lot of energy now.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to hold on to it. He's going to sell his. If the price of crystite ever drops, I'll buy some. I can't even develop my crystite because I'll have no food.
Yeah, you've got 4 empty plots now.
Everybody's got empty plots all over the map.
That's because so many ridiculously bad things keep happening all the time, right?
Should I buy it? No, I think I'll just deprive him of money. He's getting too much money. Yeah, he had his food shortage. I got 150 credits, and then I have my food shortage, and I got 111 from gambling. Oh, this guy will actually be able to do something because he got a care package. No, he just went and gambled anyways.
Yeah.
Probably too great of a food shortage. So as long as we manage not to get a food shortage this time, then I can develop some things next turn. My smith ores are overproducing. Pirates take all crystite. So fuck that guy. Sometimes there used to be a graphical glitch that could occur here too, which would tell you where all the crystite was on the map when that happened.
Oh yeah.
You could kind of read that graphical glitch. It doesn't happen all the time though. That's a crap price for smith ore, but we're going to sell it anyways.
Well, you're the only one making enough food. And they're not buying it.
Yeah, they won't ever buy it.
Yeah, they're not buying it.
Yeah, might as well sell it.
I wonder if that's a bug in the game or something, right?
No, they'll just continue to try to do things with their food shortage.
Yeah. But
And they actually do succeed at doing things too. Somehow. I have no idea. If I actually half wonder if food is even considered for what the AI is able to actually do in a turn.
Well, it must be because you've had AI players here in this game doing nothing, right? Well, there's no more river plots left now.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take it. I've got all the undeveloped plots, and I'll just get more. Okay, here we go. I guess, as you know, if we lose a plot, it's not such a big deal now.
Yeah, because you can't do anything with all the ones you have anyway.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get my energy up. Might have even been able to do 4 there because I have them so close to town. Then I'll probably go Christite in the bottom.
So what happened here? That his mule just wandered from one of his plots to another?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it got confused. That's another random event. That guy just lost his land claim. So if we want to get into the Smith ore business, if we hold down the Enter key... Yeah, Mr. Christite's back to producing lots. And pirates are going to come again. And there's no limit to how many times they can come in this one. They can come and take it all away every turn if they want to. I think that top left one is a... You see that graphical glitch? I think that's a 4 Christite.
Oh.
Well, this is an absolutely terrible price. I think I'm even just going to hold on to it. Price for food is good. We'll sell that. And the price for energy can go as low as 8 in this one.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's as low as it's going to get now. Wonder why that guy dumped. These guys are dumping all their energy at 8.
I have no idea.
Well, I'm just going to make a comment here that while, you know, like the graphics are neat and some of the new random events are neat and stuff like that.
It's a significantly different game.
Yeah, but it also seems to me like there's a couple of things that are not quite 100%. Like
that's right.
You know, like AI players who have a food shortage, you would think would want to buy food, right?
You would think.
And you know, like that sort of thing.
Nope.
You know, like they should do things and make decisions in a way that makes sense, right?
Well, thankfully losing that food plot wasn't so bad because we can just reclaim it next turn.
Oh, you lost it again?
Yeah, I lost my food plot again.
Well, you only got 4 more.
Oh, Christite is all moved. So now I'll have to take that out of the Christite business. Which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, now nobody knows where any of the Christite is again, eh?
Yep. But that's okay, I guess we'll just stay in the Smith ore business indefinitely.
Yeah, that particular event changes the way you play the game too, right?
Oh man, look at this.
Because before, Christite was kind of like gold.
Yeah.
You know? Like you'd want to mine that as much as you could. In this game, I don't see that as being terribly beneficial. It seems to me like there are more liabilities than anything else.
Well, they are the reason why Yellow did pull ahead.
Yeah, but now he's screwed. And not only that, but he's lost a ton of money in the last 2 turns.
Yeah, getting robbed by pirates over and over. What I'm going to try to do next turn is get my river plot back and start producing food on it again. And then try to get a Smith ore. He still produced 2, I guess.
Yeah.
But now he's got all those properties with Christite on him. And they're not producing anything anymore.
Yeah. Well, no one else is buying.
No one else is buying. Nobody wants it.
At that price, that one's a little cheaper, but...
Nobody's buying it anyways. I'm just here to try to drive up the price. Okay, what's gonna happen to us? Nothing. Good.
For a change.
Which is nice. Yeah, these plots that are further away are harder to develop.
Yeah.
So it won't matter now that we knew that that crystite, that one up there with the graphical glitch was a 4 crystite, because it's probably not one anymore.
Nope.
So we'll stick a smith ore on it. Oh, he just had his mule get confused. And now everybody's going to have total shit energy production and really good food production. But we've got all the food, so that'll be good for our budget, but it'll be bad for our smith ore. And there might even be an energy shortage. Well, the price of smith ore is completely and totally tanked.
Yeah.
Everybody's losing money on smith ore now. It might even get just better to sell it all.
I don't know. Why would you do that?
Well, if you don't sell it, what happens if the smith ore eaters come along?
Yeah, well...
Everybody will lose their shirts on smith ore. He had so much he couldn't even sell it all.
Life is a gamble, right?
Well, we're making a killing on food, though.
Yeah.
Food is our production commodity. I still have that crystite property that I'll have to switch over to energy.
You've got so many undeveloped plots right now that you don't have time to do everything that you need to do, even now.
Well, at least we have food, and that's something that they don't have. Man, the price of crystite has been remarkably consistent this game.
Yep. It looks to me like the guys who designed this made it much harder to be a crystite producer, though, right?
Okay. Maybe the game has decided we've had enough bad things happen to us. Well, we're doing energy and food, and Yellow has a lot of undeveloped plots.
Yeah.
Basically, his entire score came from nothing but the crystite, right?
Of which he is not producing any now.
Yeah, he's not producing any anymore. There's 0 crystite being produced on the map, and pirates are coming to take it all away. If there was any more.
Yeah. They took all none of it.
Yep, and I didn't see any graphical glitches on the map that would indicate where it is. Give us a good price. Oh, it's just tanking now. It's just going through the floor. Everybody's losing their shirts on smith ore now. The market has completely crashed. But the price of food is still good. Maybe I should take some of my blank plots and try producing food on them.
It looked to me like some of those green squares produced food okay too, right? Because it looks like there's what appears to be different types of terrain.
Yep, that's right. Although I don't know exactly which ones are good and which ones are bad. Green might be forested too, I don't know.
Well, I saw somebody put a food mule on a green one and it gave them an output of 3. So it's as good as that one River Valley plot you got.
Well, we'll give it a try. Land sale. Might as well take it. We'll win this game on land value. Okay, what do we gotta do? Oh, I had to pay the lawyers 50 credits.
Huh.
So I don't know. I'll try one on each, and we'll see which is which. We'll try one there, and then we'll try one on the one next to it. And we'll definitely have to up our energy production next turn, too. Yeah, I can't get a third one with that amount of time.
Nope.
Those plots are just too far away.
Yeah, you've still got 2 undeveloped ones too.
Okay, so greens are a 3.
Yeah. And the brown plots are 1.
Good to know.
So you could probably swap that one out for an energy and put that one somewhere else.
Probably, yep. Yeah, and then the ore snatchers come. And now all those ores that everybody had been stocking up, it's all gone.
Well,
all wiped out.
It takes everything they had in storage too?
Yeah, I think it takes everything they had in storage too. That's okay, because the price is absolutely shit.
Yeah.
But we're producing like crazy on food, though.
Yeah, it just seems to me that there are too many catastrophic events in this game, too, right?
There are a lot of catastrophic events in this game.
Like, I don't see how you're going to be able to get a prosperous colony at all with all these things that keep happening. It's like...
Oh, that guy's gonna sell all his energy again. Just keeping the price super low.
It's like the Oregon Trail or something, right? Where everybody dies?
Yeah! Fuck. Welcome to the Oregon Trail, where everyone dies.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. I watched this show on Netflix called 1883, and it was about a bunch of people following the Oregon Trail trying to get to Oregon. And as far as I could tell, none of them made it. They all died.
Yep.
Like, they started off with something like 100 people, and there was like 5 wagons left by the time they got 3/4 of the way there, right?
Yep.
And then one family just gave up and stayed where they were in the vicinity of Yellowstone, I guess, because apparently there's another show called Yellowstone on.
Ah.
And it turns out that this one that I watched was like a prequel to that one or something. It was like these people's ancestors or something, right?
I see, I see.
That finally made it to you know, at least 3/4 of the way to Oregon before stopping. But as far as I could tell, they were just about the only survivors, right? The ones that stopped in wherever, whatever the hell state, Wyoming, I think it is.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Where they stopped.
Look at this. Those guys still haven't had time to even change over their Christite plots yet.
Yep.
Those mules are just sitting there doing nothing.
Yep.
And we're a lead producer in Smith ore.
Wow, look at you go. So you're a lead producer in something where the price is shit.
Yeah, well, you know. Maybe I should just start selling, though, because this is the highest price it's been in a while.
Yeah.
And that gives us another 1,000. And we're a lead producer in food, which is sky high in price.
Yeah.
We're just holding on to our energy here.
Everybody is.
I mean, the price is so through the floor, it's like if you could have a negative energy price.
Yeah, for like month 17 here, you guys are all like totally broke, right? Like in the regular Mule game, after 12 months, your colony is more prosperous than this one is.
Yeah.
By a lot.
It's just all the bad things that have happened.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it seems like something bad happens almost every turn, right?
Well, I'll be able to get all my plots developed anyways. And in next turn, maybe I can even optimize.
It looks to me like they're not doing anything in their turns either, right?
Yeah, because they've got no food now.
Well, and they haven't done anything, like they haven't added anything or changed anything. Or,
yeah, because they're just totally short on food all the time.
Yeah, like look at how many undeveloped plots they all have, right? All three of them. They all three of them have at least 4 or 5, maybe even more. Purple has 6, 7, 8 undeveloped plots.
Oh, pirates again. I know, but they won't buy food, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is something that they do. They just never buy food, ever.
That's why I think that's a bug in the game, right?
It could quite possibly
I think so, because you would think that they would buy food and then they would be able to, you know, like at least do something like plant more crops. Because it's not like you're unwilling to sell the food that you're producing.
No, I'm selling it over and over again.
Yeah. It's just
but I think what it is they check the price and they're just like, no, we don't want it.
Yeah, but that's insane, because they don't have time to do anything.
Yeah, -5 and -6. I think if you're more than -4, then you can't do anything. That's okay, the price of food now is just going to keep skyrocketing now.
I don't know why, because nobody's buying it, right?
Exactly, well, that's the thing, though, because they're always having a shortage, right?
Yeah.
I think they check if something is in a shortage based on who buys it.
But I would say that if the people who built this had more time to work on this, that's something they probably would have fixed.
Probably, yeah.
Right? Because all the other auctions seem to function normally, right?
Yeah, but the food one is a bit how you doing. And the energy prices, because everybody's producing energy, is just totally crashed. Meanwhile, Christite's through the roof, but nobody has any. And we would have had the pirates taking it all anyways.
Yeah.
Ouch. That hurts.
Yeah, that costs you $1,000.
I'll just cross the river here. Want to do this.
Oh, we're just gonna swap those two.
Yeah, I'm hoping the food will produce better on that one. Yeah, they literally can't do anything but gamble now.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
And that guy just lost his claim, and then he lost the mule that was on it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bad one. Oh, there goes all our food. But that'll also reduce everybody's food requirements, so you might see them doing something again.
Wow, you know what? That particular one at this stage in the game too. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, we totally got screwed by that.
Yeah, like I don't know whether you're even going to be able to reactivate all of those before the game ends, right?
Probably not. I'm going to say probably not. But we're still making Smith ore, so I guess we'll keep selling it.
Yeah. So, you know what? I hate to give it a mediocre review, but I have to say that I think some of the things in this game are broken.
Yeah, they are.
Right.
They totally are.
You know,
It's still fun to play, but yeah, there's some things in it that are broken.
because to have to, you know, like have all, you know, half of your plots wiped out all at once, and you know, like close enough to the end of the game that you can't possibly redevelop them all again.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna hold on to this energy.
You know, that's just crazy, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's very unforgiving.
Yeah.
But this is the version of Mule I first learned to play, man.
And I mean, nobody can produce crystite.
Nope.
Oh, look at that.
See, you can go a whole game without getting that event, or you can get it like 3 or 4 times a game, right?
Yeah.
Well, nothing bad happened to us again.
Well, I think enough happened at the end of the last turn. Like,
Get the mule, there you go. We'll get our food. We'll get another energy. On the large map, I think they give you more time.
yeah. Yeah.
It takes
if
longer to actually walk.
Yeah, so long as you don't dawdle, you actually have enough time to do 3 in a turn, right?
And I think that's something that they did given the size of the map.
Yeah.
Especially with all the mass mule destroying events that can happen. Oh, that's okay. Now everybody's going to have food again, and
But will they?
nobody's going to have any energy again. No, they're not going to have. Well, you see, Purple is the only guy with a food plot now, I think.
Yeah.
So he might benefit from this and actually be able to do something next turn. But everybody's production is going to be shit because nobody has any energy. Purple is only producing energy in like 2 Smith ore now. Like everybody keeps getting screwed over by those toxic waste releases, right?
Yeah.
This is why the 36-month bug actually is decent, eh? Because if you play the 0.51 A version of the game and you trigger that bug, then at least maybe you can have all these plots developed on a large map.
Well, until something happens to wipe them all out again anyway, right?
Yeah.
You know, I think it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, really.
Wow. Look at the price of food. We're going to win on food because they won't buy any.
Yeah. Well, they can't make their situation better, right? I mean, they're powerless to do anything about it because they won't.
They won't buy any.
Yeah, and then
If they'd at least buy some, it would be fine.
well, it's a vicious circle because the way it works in the original version of the game is if there's a food shortage, they'll buy what food they can, and then they'll change a couple of plots over to produce food, right?
Yep.
And you know what? They might be always in damage control mode, like chasing crises.
But they're
at
a
least,
bit better at
But
it.
at least they're able to respawn. These guys are completely helpless. They're, you know,
Yeah, they're totally screwed. Once they lose their food production, they're done.
Yeah.
Anyways, we might run out of mules here right away. Because now there's not enough Smith ore being produced.
Yeah. I see that the price of mules is up.
Oop, did I get a mule? No, it wouldn't let me buy a mule. There we go. Oh, here again!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is. I would almost venture to say that this game is unplayable. Right.
I wouldn't say it's unplayable,
I don't know.
but it is definitely
having a mass catastrophic event like this happen that many times, that should be, if they wanted to put that in, that should
should have
happen.
put a limit on it,
That
yeah.
should happen once, right? One time only.
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit on any of the events in this one that can happen.
No, I think that particular one is a game changer, and
it's a very, very, very devastating one.
Yeah, and I think that because of the extreme effect that it has, I think that one should have been a limit of one time only.
Probably,
right?
Yeah. Instead of it happening all the time.
Well, how many times has it happened in this game? Like
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 6 times.
Like you're constantly chasing. And you know what? When I'm playing Mule, one of the things I get a certain amount of personal satisfaction from is developing all my plots of land and getting everything all set up just exactly the way I like. And
nobody's been able to do that.
And I feel like somebody just walked in and pissed on my favorite chair when something like that happens, right? Like, really?
That's funny. Pissed on your favorite chair.
Well, like that's how I feel when I'm watching this happen. That's how I feel. I feel like you've been cheated out of all of the
hard work,
the effort that you've gone to.
All those 3 plot turns where I developed 3 plots in a single turn. Now I've got to spend all this money on mules and...
Well, the thing is, you're never going to get fully developed. You're always chasing the most recent disaster, right?
Didn't remember if I had an energy on the left. Don't think I do. Oh, we ran out of time there, but we got 3 done.
Yeah. And I think this is a serious bug. This is a game-breaking bug right here.
Oh, look. He actually developed some stuff. Look at that. Yeah. He's digging himself out now.
Yeah, I know, but look at how long it's taken. Right?
Yeah.
To my mind, that's a game-breaking bug.
Oh, and there's your crystite shift again, but now they're going to be producing again.
Well, one of them will anyway. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Wow. Yeah, they were kicking my ass until the crystite shifted, eh?
Well, even that one, that's I'm a little bit on the fence about that one,
Yeah.
Because it's such a critical resource, and that one, if I had to play this game, I don't think I would avoid crystite production just because of that event.
Yeah, you just mass produce food and energy. That's a pretty consistent strategy.
Yeah, because you could invest all of that time and effort in prospecting and developing mining plots and all that kind of stuff.
And then it all shifts.
And then in one turn you lose it all, right?
Yep.
That just seems to me like it's a cheap shot, right?
There are a lot of cheap shots in this version.
Yeah.
You might have noticed that by now. Also losing all your smith ore to smith ore eaters, and losing all your food. We were starved of food in this game.
The thing is, though, the smith ore thing isn't so bad because
it doesn't mass kill mules.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mass kill anything, but it also, the price of smith ore never really goes completely through the roof anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you might be able to develop a full 3 here because you got that one right next door to the town, right?
That's what I'm hoping.
But yeah, you know what's going to happen next, right? Is another one of those fucking radiation release things.
Now nobody's going to be able to do anything because there aren't any mules in the store.
Yeah, but they can't do anything because they have no food anyway.
But they won't sell their smith ore, so...
Yeah.
Well, that guy didn't get penalized too hard because he didn't have a lot of development.
Yeah. Wow, okay, well, everybody's going to produce even more worthless energy.
Yeah, is it still selling for 8, or I think it was selling for 11 last time?
Yeah, like, wow.
Oh, man. Now the price of Smith ore is through the floor too, so they won't sell any.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sell mine to see if there can even be
you know
mules
what?
next to me.
Any Smith ore that you sell will get made into mules, which only you will be able to buy anyway.
Yeah, basically. That's basically how it's turning out to be, yeah. Meanwhile, we've got food selling like Christite over here.
Yeah, really. Well, the store probably has like 100 units of food.
But the price is so high, nobody will actually...
Yeah, which leads me to believe that that one is in fact broken because, you know, like if you kept selling that much food to the stores...
There should be like totally worthless.
Sooner or later the price would fall, right? You know? Especially if there's no demand, if nobody's buying it. From back from the store wouldn't keep paying a premium dollar for it, right?
Wow, look at that price for Christite.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one mule. What the hell is the what am I developing here?
You gotta outfit it first.
I don't even know what I'm developing now.
I don't think it matters.
Or do we do? Yeah, we got an ore plot. All that Smith ore I sold was able to be made into one mule.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think this is the last turn anyway, right?
Well, we'll give the assay guys another beer.
Yeah.
There you go. Get another one. Yeah, that's just gonna give us a... I wonder if it's just one per turn.
Maybe.
Could be. Yeah, half of my land plots are undeveloped.
Yeah.
Almost half of theirs or all of theirs are undeveloped. They can't develop anything anyways because there's no mules. Oh, and then we're gonna get food production down, of course.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe at the end of a game this one actually assesses your colony. It just boots you back out to the main menu.
Oh. So it just says who won and then that's it, right?
Yeah, basically. It just says who won and that's it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sorry to say that I personally don't care for this version.
Yeah, you're not a super fan.
I think it's got too many bugs and things that needed to be fixed, right?
Well, they never did exit alpha release, right? Like, they even say in the documentation it's an alpha. It runs. It works. Yeah. Look at that, because of the dry season.
Yeah.
Now we're down on food, too. But like they say it's an alpha release, and it works, but it doesn't mean that it's balanced or that everything works properly, kind of thing.
Well, I would say that's what it is that a lot of the events they put in here severely affected game balance, right?
Well, and they probably needed to rework the AI too, so that they're a lot more resistant to food shortages as a result.
Yeah.
Hell, those guys are still producing their one Christite.
Yep. Well, they basically took that and made it impractical, I guess, to pursue on a large scale, right?
I mean, there are games where you can produce it and produce lots of it and do fine. But there are also games where if you try to produce it, it will shift like crazy and you just have no control over it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
It looks like you won rather easily anyway.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it was mostly just because they got totally screwed on their food.
Yeah. Yeah, they were basically did nothing for
half the game because they were totally screwed.
Because they couldn't. Oh well. Anyway, I guess it was...
Yeah, that's something that can happen to you too if, say you have like all your plots developed and then you have like all the river plots and the toxic waste comes and wipes out all your farms in the rivers.
Yeah.
Then you can basically just get totally deadlocked in food production, right?
Yeah, well that's why I'm saying it is...
It's probably a bit of a broken event.
Yeah, well, and also it's not balanced, right? The game is not balanced.
Yeah. But it is still fun. So, I was happy to show it off. A lot of people might not know that this version even exists out there.
Well, if you want to play a stupid hard version of Mule that is, like...
somewhat unbalanced?
Somewhat unbalanced and full of frustration and woe, then yeah.
Yeah, they even have a help menu here too that goes through like, you know, various things.
Yeah.
Exactly what the stages of the game are. Obviously, the game doesn't just last 12 months because you can choose how long it lasts.
Yeah.
And they say what your various resources are, what the mule does, how to place things, how auctions work, disasters, and a quote of the day.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So yeah. But that's it. And then I guess there's also the control configuration too. Right? Because you can configure your controls. But that's it. That's the whole version of this game. I think it's a great like template if they had more time to work on it, and if they'd had more to do with it, like it could have been amazing.
Well, you know what? If it was somebody's university capstone project or something,
I think it was even just their personal project.
Like, you know, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good for a personal project.
Yeah, for a couple of guys just doing something on their, you know, as a hobby or whatever, it's pretty good. But
yeah, and you know, I actually
it needs a little work and polishing if it was going to be actually be released as a game.
the thing is too, it actually has, well, I guess it has this demo mode too, but it also actually has like all the source code got released for it.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to go out there and modify old DOS era C code and try to port it into something modern, because you'd have to modernize it first before you could actually do anything with it.
Yeah.
Then yeah, people probably could make the adjustments that they needed to in order to actually do something with this.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We need to move on.
That we do. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
Yeah, we'll be back to normal Mule again.
Yes, we will. So, until next time,
I'm Sandman99.
and I'm Rec.B5. Have a good one.